live. Hey, everybody.
Hello, Facebook. How's everybody doing today?
It's a beautiful rainy day. I mean, I'm not even going to lie to you here, bro.
Terry let me know earlier it's about 100 degrees in California and we both have rain.
Yep.
It's rainy, kind of gloomy looking outside. I don't know.
Tell me something, Joe. I'm curious.
What's that?
Did your air conditioner get stuck on frigid or something?
No, why? Well, yes.
Well, you look like you might be cold, bro.
Oh, are you talking about my outfit?
Yeah.
My really fashionable outfit?
Yes, sir.
Now, buddy, this is just fashion forward thinking.
Okay.
And and I'm going to tell you, I'm glad you asked that because it actually brings up a real important topic that I need to discuss with you real quick.
Good.
We have decided to create crypto fashion.
Yay.
Yes, so we will have cryptogenic shirts with KGX and with the cryptogenics logos. There will be other things. We might even incorporate maybe some Bitcoin shirts, things like that. And you know how I feel about Jerry, my buddy Bigfoot. Might have something like that.
Got to have a Bigfoot.
And what we're going to do is, we're telling people about it right now. I'm sure there's not too many people out there right now hearing it. So we'll go back over this again. But we also have Crypto Fashion. Go check us out on Facebook. We just put the page up, so it's not even designed yet. And it's going to be wonderful. I'm telling you. But it's so we can all look stylish and look good. Well,
absolutely.
Representing.
Getting out there, looking the deal.
Yes. Hey, we're going to look the part.
Yes, absolutely.
So, walking billboard for yourself. It'll be amazing.
So let's do some howdies to everybody. We got Miss
Howdy, everybody. I'm still trying to get on.
Miss Valerie, Miss Bethany. Who else is on there? Miss Pam. Looks like that's got us all at the moment. Renee. So yeah, that's a big announcement. And
yeah, this just came up. I just got the sort of
approval just a few minutes ago, right?
Yeah, it's something I've been working on, and I just haven't anything. I got approval, so we're going with it.
Beautiful.
We're good. What we will do though, for the people that are listening, is just contact me, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to kind of see. I need to see the volume at which I need to order, and then I'll send it like that. You know what I mean?
Right. And so everybody knows, it's not a big markup thing. It's not a big, it's not a big money maker or anything like that.
No.
It's primarily based to represent the company and the folks that want to represent the company as well. And here's the thing about that, we don't want cheesy stuff, right? Like, and I'm not gonna be ugly or anything, but I've seen some things with other companies that just don't look good. Okay, so we don't want it to look cheesy. So definitely going to make sure that the quality of the garments are good, and the screen printing and things of that nature is good.
Yeah, and that's kind of part of the reason that I wanted to make sure, because I'm not going to get like little short shirts that are real wide and super thick and uncomfortable. And so they're not going to be $10 shirts. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's just not. I wouldn't do that, but they're not going to be $40 either, so I'm trying to keep it right in that $20 range, but that all has to do with the volume, but we're going to have a couple different styles. I personally like V-neck shirts, but not everybody does. Well, it looks like you do. So,
I do. And this is one of the ones
sometimes you'll get them to where they're too tight on your neck or they stretch out weird. And like if a V-neck stretches out a little bit, it really doesn't look bad. You know what I mean? Kind of.
This happens to be one of the ones that I kind of wear under like a blazer with jeans.
Well, kind of like this shoes.
So I like a V-neck, especially when I'm wearing a blazer or something.
Exactly.
Because I got to be honest with you guys, I'm not the big tie guy. Like, I don't mind dressing up, but I'm just not a big tie guy. So, it's one of those things where I'd rather wear a really nice, high quality shirt under a blazer and call it done. And I think that, in today's world, that kind of looks good. It's kind of hip. It doesn't date you. It doesn't make you feel old or too young or like you're trying to keep up with the kids or anything like that either.
Exactly. Well, and that's what we're going to do. Go with more of a classic I guess what you say, classic fashion. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But there'll be, quality product, a quality t-shirt. You know what I mean? And then
and breathable.
Yeah, and breathable, good ones. Not just, not a crap. I promise it won't be crap. And for the ladies, I was wanting to do the more fitted shirts, and then some with the more of the round swooping neck a little bit, and then some with more of a V, and just, that's going to be determined by, your comfortableness and how you want to look, make it where you look nice wearing it and presentable. And it doesn't look like, something you bought at a garage sale from 1986 that isn't even cool. You know what I mean?
Well,
but what we would for, I don't like real heavy shirts.
No,
because a lot of times they don't fit right or they don't feel well. They kind of.
Valerie says, "Don't forget the plus sizes." We won't.
No, everything's taken care of. Yeah.
We would like to have, the casual stuff that you'll feel comfortable wearing every day, and then also maybe have something a little bit. One step up or two steps up, where if we have a convention or we
like
have
a nice polo or something,
a meet and greet or something to that effect, and people want to wear that and represent the company, that they'll feel comfortable in it without feeling like they're underdressed.
Right. And that's another thing with the prices on the nice polos for the men, that's going to be a little bit more expensive. You can add $5 or $10 to it, really, because that's about what they cost, to get a decent shirt. You know what I mean? You don't want, just because it's got a couple buttons on it and a collar, you don't want a bad cut or, crappy feeling material. You want stuff that feels good on your skin, just a nice shirt.
Absolutely.
So, I didn't really know I knew this much about fashion, but apparently I do.
So with that being said, we're also going to let you guys know about another page that you can go and start liking.
We'll get long sleeves too. Yeah.
Don't get excited, okay, because we just put it up. So there's no content on it yet, but there will be content coming to it, and that'll be Krypto Let's Talk. It's a page on Facebook, Krypto Let's Talk. And we figured that we would create a local community for all of you Krypto Let's Talkers. And, this way you guys can meet and greet there. You can leave messages. If you've got an idea for a show, you can leave it there. If you want to talk about a show, you can do it there as well. And we're going to also post all the recordings and get the recordings up to date there. So that's going to take a little bit of time, but we'll get that done. But basically, at the end of the day, we just want to give everybody a place to commune, because after all, we have probably 100 to 300 on some days people that are communicating and listening to these lives. So it just made sense. I don't know why our light bulb didn't go off before, but it just made sense, to create this page. It is not a group. Know that it is not a group. It is a Facebook page. Also, the Krypto Fashion is a page as well. Okay.
Yes.
If we need to add a group later, we can add a group, and we can make it secret or private or whatever. But right now, we're just doing the page.
And I'm already getting some info on this. Sweet. Valerie has KGX bracelets. Sweet. And KGX phone poppers, things going in the back of your phone.
Nice.
So that's something we could, incorporate in or whatever, or however you want to do that.
Absolutely.
We'll talk about all that and when we get off here, but that's awesome. That is really awesome. That's great, man. That's brilliant. That's what I like. People doing stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Working together, pulling together. One message, one company, one team. One message, one company, one team. So today, we've let all the cats out of the bag now. So now we have Krypto Fashion, and we have Krypto Let's Talk, and Kathy's got KGX coins made, so we can throw those into the Krypto Fashion too. And that's everybody pulling together. Aloha, Kathy. Everybody pulling together to make something greater, right? Like everybody has some ideas. Why not pull them together? So what we wanted to talk about mainly today, and we know that we threw a lot at you guys yesterday about the Zooms and the conference calls and the etiquette theretofore. the thing that's going to happen is that we get more professional, because here's the thing, and I want to preface our next conversation with this. Here's the thing is KGX is setting a new standard. Okay. In case y'all haven't noticed, in case y'all haven't caught wind of it, in case you aren't getting a little whisper in your ear, let me whisper in your ear and tell you that KGX is taking it up notch. Okay. And I have a testimonial that I'm going to share with the core 5, and then probably will drop it with permission from the person who gave it to me in the big groups, because I think it speaks volumes to what I'm saying right now about Kryptogenics taking it to the next level. And basically what this testimonial came on and said was, this person has been in network marketing. They've been in MLM. They've been in direct sales for 20 plus years, and they never really had any success to speak of. They made their money back, whatever. They never made a mass profit, but they also never had any guidance. They never had a mentor. They never had a sponsor, really. A sponsor is more than someone who just signs you up, And so this person goes on to say that, never in their history, never in their life have they been a part of a company like Kryptogenics. And that, not only is the company itself, the core 5 and Kryptogenics, solid and what is the word I'm looking for? Influential in helping people to grow, but also that they were talking about, that Kryptogenics really wants everyone to win. Like, they're giving us all these tools. We have these apps, and we have these trainings, and we have, the calls on Saturdays, and we have presentations by people that understand the PowerPoint. So they're delivering the PowerPoint the way it was intended for it to be delivered, and just, really pulling together, united, and creating a family orientation. And this is someone that I don't know very well. This person is someone that I don't know very well. They reached out to me privately to send me some messages and thank me for a few things that I had helped them do that I would have helped anyone do. But the gratitude was so much that's where I'm going with this, y'all. KGX is thanks, Kathy. KGX is a level above anything that you guys have ever seen. Like, we're going to raise the industry standards. Companies coming behind us are going to have trouble getting people to go there, because they're going to measure their company against us and what we deliver, and our reputation, and the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we carry ourselves, the way we look after each other, one family, one team. It's kind of like, you picking on my sister, I'm gonna get you, right? Or you picking on my brother, I'm gonna get you, right? That's kind of the mentality, Joe. And you've seen that too, talking to a couple different people. Before we go any further, if you want to share, I know that you had a few people share with you as well.
What it's kind of coming there is I'm kind of at a loss on words on this one, Chris.
That's okay.
Which is weird. This never happens.
It's all good, bro.
It's all family, and let's not bombard everybody and things like that. Try and, with people coming in, focus, you know what I mean? Like you said, when you're sponsoring someone, actually sponsor them. Don't, sponsor, be like a sponsor, like it's AA or something, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I know that I don't mean to sound bad, like, or anything like that. I hope no one takes that the wrong way. But, the key to the success in a program like that, which is a 12-step program, we're doing a 13-step training program. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, there's steps to things. There just are, is the sponsorship, someone to, look for, someone to go, okay, I have a question. It's a shoulder to lean on. Now, don't abuse it. If you can find something in the training, find it yourself. That's why it's there. That's why you paid for it, and keep in mind, don't go bothering other people. Don't be picking on other people, because we'll kick you out. You know what I mean? It's just that simple, because we do care about each other, and we don't need any negativity. You know, it's just not necessary. You know, it's there's a lot of love in the company, you know, like our love thing. Yeah. And you know, and we love our customers. Yeah. But you know, and be good to one another, because if not, we'll get rid of you. I mean, it's just that simple. And I don't mean to be mean about that, but that's just sometimes the brass tacks are brass tacks. You know what I mean? You know, and it's, you know, pay attention to what you're doing and be self-aware.
Absolutely.
Know, like you need to be self-aware, you know, like we go way out of our way not to step on each other's toes, you know, and we're very mindful of everything, you know.
Right.
And that's what's going to be expected. That's one of the expectations of being a part of the company, you know. And I mean, no one's actually told me that, but
it's unspoken.
But we know that, you know what I mean? It's an unspoken thing, but so you can't say, hey, that was never said. I'm saying it. You know what I mean? And if somebody wants to get mad at me, go ahead. You know what I mean? But I don't think they will, you know, but help the people that, you know, that need to help, and, you know, just be a good person, you know?
Right.
Did that kind of sum it up? Because I kind of went on a tangent.
No, that's really good. You know, hey, Albert, I saw you sneak in and we were talking, so I wanted to say
Kathy, Bethany.
So, you know, at the end of the day,
Valerie,
what we want to do is we want to teach everybody the correct way, the more professional way. That's it. The more professional way to do things. And some of it you may know, some of it you may have never been told, some of it you may have never thought about, you know, and that's okay. It's not that anybody is wrong or right. It's just, this is a better way to do things. Okay. Right. And so think of it that way. Don't think of it as a slap on the hand or a reprimand. Think of it as, this is a better way to do it. And we all want to shine. We all want to look professional. We all want our company to be the greatest company out there. And I believe that it will be. And, you know, if we follow these social media etiquettes, then we're going to set a precedence that other companies can't meet, because they're not doing it. They're not teaching. They're not, you know, they're not helping their people. So with that being said, yesterday was Zoom and conference calls. I think we covered 99% of everything that needed to be covered in that. Also, you know, the one thing I did want to mention that got left out yesterday, just backing up just a second, is be mindful that you're on it live. Okay. Right. And it's great that you're on it live, but let's make sure that we're mindful of the other folks. Okay. Because there's a recording, and you don't want the recording to be all and noisy and all that kind of stuff. So just think about it as if you were actually the one that was going to be receiving the recording. Would you want it to sound that way? So that's just a good thought to keep in the back of your mind.
And this is another thing. You may think, oh, we're being kind of quiet, and it may sound quiet to you if for some reason you come unmuted, or you're not muted, or you don't get muted on the way in, or you unmute yourself or something. But when you're sitting there chewing potato chips, it's loud. Everything has noise cancellation, and it picks that up. Yeah. You know, Chris and I have talked about this before. My phone, if I'm talking and I type on my keyboard, for some reason it picks up the keyboard.
It does. You know, I can't hear it.
Like my voice goes, blah, 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 and it's like, and you're like, what? You know, so just, you know, and these are things people don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know that people can hear what you're doing. Like, you know, if you take a potty break, we can hear you.
We've heard that too.
So, but I mean, I'm just, you know, trying to be as polite about it as possible. But, you know, so
good one,
that's what for, you know, and, you know, not just to do it. Don't just mute yourself just to be nice to everybody, which that's a good reason to, but to keep from, you know, embarrassing yourself, kind of. I mean,
right.
You know what I mean? Because you don't want to be the person that runs. Man, I really would hate it if we were having a great presentation, like when we want to record, and we're like, man, this is the best one ever. And you got toilet flushing, and then, you know, you got some naked guy running through the room.
And guess what? People,
like, man, really?
When they hear that stuff, people go to the chat, to the participants, and they see whose mic's unmuted. So they know where the noise is coming from.
Well, and it breaks your complete concentration. You know, if you're one of us like me and Chris, and you have a hard time focusing anyways, he's like, it's like, what? Potato chips? Squirrel? You know,
I know, right? Hey,
like
Dane.
you have no idea how loud a chip bag is. You know, imagine, okay, when if you have a partner at home tonight, when you get in bed to lay down, as soon as they fall asleep, get a chip bag and start eating chips. See what happens. Well, no, don't. I'm not responsible for black eyes or anything.
They probably look over you and go, really?
Really? Seriously? Like, what?
Seriously?
Hungry?
Like now? So today we're going to talk about Facebook, and we're going to talk about etiquette on Facebook. So one of the first things I want to talk about is Facebook Messenger. Okay. Well, no, let's hold on to Facebook Messenger. So let's talk about Facebook. Okay. How do you become friends with someone on Facebook that you don't know? How do you get into a person's world without being a bully, without being obtrusive, without being pushy? So it's real simple, y'all. If you see someone, and I always start with my wall, right? So I'll look at my feed, and I'm constantly refreshing my feed, because back in the day, your feed would go faster than you could read it, but that's no longer the case anymore. You have to keep hitting the refresh button because so many people are on it, and that's okay. But you see something that someone posts. So I'm going to pick on Joe, and I'm going to say Joe posted a fantastic picture last night of a steak and some really nice looking potatoes and corn on the cob. And so my initial reaction was, dude, where's mine? And that's
exactly.
Dude, where's mine? And then I said, are you going to fix me one of those when I come to Eureka Springs? And he's like, sure, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I knew Joe, but let's say I didn't know Joe. Okay, that response, that same message would be appropriate to a complete stranger, because it's not offensive, right? It's complimentative. It is it's holding them up, right? You always want to hold them up in a nice light. You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. Kathy just typed the same thing you're saying.
Oh, okay.
She's like typing. It's like, I'm like, oh, yeah.
Cool. See why we love each other.
Yeah. Great
now
minds
you guys
alike,
can
guys.
see why we're brother and sister, right?
So
go. You really want to hold people up in a nice light, right? Like you always want to make sure that your comments are nice and polite. Now, will those people always respond to you? Not necessarily. It might take you, and I don't keep track. Like I don't write down the names of the people that I'm commenting on. Okay.
Right.
So, I don't know exactly, but I would say that probably it would take you 3 to 5 times commenting on someone's post before they really recognize you if you're not in their friends group. Okay. So don't be discouraged if, you compliment on somebody and they don't come back. Right. So Joe hit me right back and said, I got yours, bro. When do you want it? Or something to that effect. I can't remember. But oftentimes these quote unquote strangers, these new friends, I don't like the stranger word. Let's throw that out. That's not a vocabulary word. We're going to call it new friends.
You haven't met yet.
Yep. New friends. So your new friends might actually still be online, right? A lot of people post from this thing right here, and they'll take a picture of something and type in what they want to say, and they'll set it back down and they're gone. So they're not even there. Right. So you can't take offense to not getting something back immediately, but sometimes they are still there, and sometimes they will immediately, say, well, thanks. If I knew you were hungry, I'd have fixed you one or something. You never know what people are going to say. But most of the time people are very responsive and very helpful and very nice. So, here's what I personally do. And Kathy's going to laugh at this, and she'll probably give me a thumbs up or something when I say it. But I Facebook stalk people. Like if I'm interested in people, or a person makes a couple comments, and my mind usually takes like a picture. Like I may not know who that person is, but when their feed comes up, it's like, oh, I'm paying attention to this person. I recognize that name, right? So I'll click on their name. I'll go to their page. I'll kind of see what they're about, right? Remember we talked about the 5 things. Remember the big 5 things. And so I'll look for those 5 things on their page. I'll try to figure out, what their what their what their thoughts are about, what their likes are. Are they married? Do they have children? Are they a grandma or a grandpa? Are they an animal lover? Do they like to work outside? Things that you can connect with, right?
Yeah.
And so you look for those things. And then while I'm on their page, I kind of let them know that I'm Facebook stalking them, most of the time, because I'll go through and there might be 5 or 6 different posts in their feed that I like, and I'll like it or heart it, or I'll leave a comment, love working outside too. Maybe it's somebody that loves to work outside.
Yeah.
I love to work outside too.
Garden.
I love to tend my flowers. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
You're striking conversation is what you're doing.
You're building rapport with that person. You're building a relationship, and you want to do that from the start. Like you don't ever want to come across in a ghouly kind of way, right? Or a bad person kind of way. You want to come across in a way that people understand that, you're just reaching out to say, hey, right? And so then what you'll find is, sometimes those people will friend you. Like if you're not friends, they'll friend you, friend request you, or they'll send you a private message, like they'll add you on Messenger. And, this is a new thing. And I don't know if all of y'all know this or not, but you can be friends with somebody in Messenger and not be friends with them on Facebook.
Right. That's true.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So then you got to go over and add friend in Facebook. That's in your drop down, on Messenger. Yeah. And
that's crazy.
Using WhatsApp also, which to me, WhatsApp's really new. I mean, the only reason I even know about it is Albert, but I've got some people on WhatsApp where like, we go to WhatsApp and send me information, and it's where I'm sending information from the app,
right?
Or WhatsApp or WhatsApp. What's it called? Is it called WhatsApp?
WhatsApp. Mm-hmm.
The green one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. And then what's the other one? There's Google Hangouts,
Telegram, and Google Hangouts is part of Google.
I have a Google Hangout, but I don't know how to work it yet.
Don't worry about it. I don't know that anybody's using it. It used to be really popular.
Really?
But I don't know that anybody's using it now.
I heard they're coming out with this real cool thing called MySpace.
I heard KGX was coming out with a real cool thing, but I can't talk about it.
Well, then why'd you say anything, Chris?
Because I can't hold it in.
That's not very nice.
Yes, it is.
No.
You know what that does? It creates awareness, and now everybody will be watching the blog for the announcement.
Mania, not awareness. Mania.
No.
I'm trying to get through training, Chris. Now I'm not going to be sitting here thinking about what it is that's going on for the next till whenever they debut this new wonderful thing.
Well, you can PM Kathy. She might tell you about it. I doubt it, though. She hadn't told me about it yet either. So
you're going to tell me I can't keep my mouth shut.
So here's the thing. We've got this thing called Messenger, and, it's tied to Facebook. A lot of people used to believe or think that Messenger only worked on Facebook, right? And so then we got this thing. Called Messenger for the phone. So there's an app for Messenger, right? And so, as I was saying a minute ago, you don't necessarily have to be friends with somebody on Facebook to communicate on Messenger, which is really kind of cool in a way, because maybe the person is really, really new and you don't know them that well, and maybe you don't want to give them your phone number. I don't know. I'm just reaching here. But, at the end of the day, a lot of people like to use the Messenger, and this is why they like to use Messenger. They like to use Messenger over text messaging, because if you don't have read response clicked in your phone on text messenger, if Joe sends me a text message and I read it and I don't have it selected, he doesn't know if I read it or not. But in Messenger, as soon as you read it, it says read. So people know when you've read your messages. Now there's a way around that too, and that's a subject for another day. But that's a subject for another day, and Jeremy needs to be on here for that one. But anyway, because we were talking about that the other day. So Messenger is kind of cool because you can drop files, you can play games, you can add pictures, you can do GIFs, you can do smileys, emoticons, you can do all kinds of stuff.
Get the puppy ones.
Yeah, you can get the puppies.
I like the puppies.
I love the puppies. I love the puppy. And so how do you use that as, and what is proper etiquette? What is the proper etiquette of Messenger? So let's just say that I don't know Kathy. And of course, we all know that I know Kathy, but I'm going to use her. Let's just say I don't know Kathy. And so I go to Kathy's Messenger window. I see that, I'm on her Facebook page. I've stalked her. I like who she is and what she's about. So now I'm going to send that message button at the top, right? And so I click the message button, and now I'm activating Messenger. So am I going to automatically think that she's a good fit for my business? Even if I think she's a good fit for my business, am I going to say that? Absolutely not. Okay. So what I might say, or what I would say actually, is, hey, Kathy, saw you post a couple things that got my attention, came to your page and kind of checked you out a little bit. And I think that we're probably on the same page primarily, and just wanted to introduce myself. Okay. So I'm reaching out, I'm extending friendship, but I'm not making her feel like she has to accept it. And I'm not dropping links to businesses, and I'm not even mentioning work or business, right? Like, I'm just keeping it very friendly. Now, Kathy, knowing Kathy the way I do, Kathy would say, well, probably something to the effect of, well, I'm really glad you liked my page, and it's kind of cool that we have some things in common. Maybe we should get together and talk sometime. That's kind of probably the reaction that Kathy would have to anybody, right? That would send a message like that. Now, what would be her response if I just dropped a link to my business, never said hello, never said I've watched your post, never said I know that you have 2 grandchildren that live in Hawaii with you, never let her know that I knew anything about her? I just dropped her a post with a link in it. You know what she's going to do? She's going to kick my butt to the curb, and she's going to block me.
Right.
Okay. Because Facebook does have a block feature, and we really should use it. I'm just saying.
Case in point here, what you're saying, don't ram stuff down their throat, basically, is kind of what we're saying. About it. Someone contacted me, it was early this morning. Okay, no problem. But someone contacted me early this morning, 8 o'clock, something like that, and we're all on different time zones. So, that's fine. And they wanted to ask, hey, what do you do? Blah, 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 and obviously seen something on Facebook, because it's how they contact me, and I've got cryptogenics on, all kinds of stuff and all that. And what they asked was, because on my thing, it says I'm a cryptomaniac, and I forgot I put that on there even. And he's like, what's a cryptomaniac? I was like, what? I was like, oh, and I had to think for a second, because I was like, what? I don't even get the question. Then I remembered I put that on there when I first built the page,
Right.
And I was like, well, let me explain. I educate people in cryptocurrency and blockchain. That's what I do. He's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, in the cryptomaniac thing, it was just a way for me saying that I'm really excited and passionate about, cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. And it was just something silly. That was the first part of the conversation. Next thing back, really, that's what you do. I would love if you would help me with some education on this. And what the gentleman said was he had someone that trades for him. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, but he's like, but I don't really know anything about it. So I took the opportunity to use the app, ask him if he'd mind. I typed back, would you mind if I sent you some information? Not at all. Please do. Boom. Send him information off the app. Now I've got a follow up tomorrow. Now I've got, and I actually even pushed a little too hard probably. And about 5 hours after that, I was like, did you get that app? He's like, yes, I did. I haven't had a chance to look at it. I'm at work. I want to get back in touch with you tomorrow. I was like, fantastic. Good deal. Then he got blocked as spam. I didn't do it.
Oops.
I didn't block it. So I'm like, we'll see. It'll work out, I'm sure. But, I'm like, really?
Well, and here's the thing.
For once, I didn't throw up on anybody. Finally.
Good job,
like, hey,
Joe.
I'm here.
Good job, Joe.
Hit the button and went there.
Use that app. That app will keep you.
I'm telling you, I use that for me.
Yep, the app will keep you from throwing up on people. So, I've always been a relationship person, both online and offline. I value relationships. I value friendships. It's at the core of my being. You know, my heart speaks to relationships. And if I call you a friend, you are you're there.
Yeah.
You know, you're there. Because I'm not that. I usually keep people at just this far, you know, just this far, more of an acquaintance than a friend. And, you know, so it works out well when you have social media, because you do have that kind of that, you know, barrier, so to speak. So, so I had someone ask me, and my phone's doing something funny. Sorry, guys. I had someone ask me, well, does this just work only in Facebook? Because I was talking to somebody recently about this, and I said, no, you know, this etiquette, I swear, it's like, you know, when you get live, everybody wants your attention. All of a sudden, my phone is just going off. So, you know, this is not just specific to Facebook. We are using Facebook now, okay? And we're using it because that's what we do. But at the end of the day, this is applicable. This exact same stuff is applicable, okay, to your Telegram, to your WhatsApp, you know, to your Instagram, to your Pinterest, you know, all those other things, right? All those other things that are out there. And who knew, you know, people don't like to be intruded upon. They don't mind people reaching out there on social media. So they don't mind people being social, I guess is the word I'm trying to use. I don't know why I'm dancing around the forest with that. They don't mind people being social, but they don't want to be intruded on. So don't feel like a predator. Don't make people feel like you know, you're the lion just waiting to attack, right? You know, make people feel and make people comfortable first, and make people feel as if though, you know, they're safe. Okay. You always want them to feel safe with you.
Oh, definitely.
I think that's a great one to cover. I'm glad we got to cover that one today, Joe.
Yeah, I just remembered we have a show after this too. We have a presentation.
Today is our short day, right? Yeah. Today is our short day. And that's kind of why I wanted to talk about that one specifically today, was because, you know, it doesn't take a lot of information to get that point across. I think you can drive that point home fairly quickly. So, you know, we've done that. KGX, we announced a couple things at the beginning of the call. So if you were late, we are going to reiterate that we have some new pages. You want to tell them what they are, Joe? Our new pages?
Oh, no, yeah, our pages. Okay. I'm sorry. I was like, what are you talking about? Like,
stop reading. You stop reading.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like, what? Yeah, sorry, I'm spaced out. My head's on these other things. Sorry. Okay, so what we do have is go to Krypto Let's Talk on Facebook. We have a page. It's being built right now, but it's operational. Okay, it's going to get a whole lot better. The purpose of that, we're going to, like the things we talk about, we're going to give you links. You know, you can say things, ask questions on there, talk to us. It's not a group though. It's a page.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not a personal conversation between us like we do in the group.
It's not private.
Yeah, it's not private. It's public to the world. You know what I mean? We want the whole world coming to it, you know? But, you know, information about KGX stuff and things like that is all there. Then we also have the new Krypto fashion page. That's where you're going to be able to go and, you know, put in orders for your shirts, things like that. You know, I'm sure hats, all kinds of stuff's going to come about with this. I just saw bracelets and those pop thingies you put on your phone, you know, that are an option. Someone showed that to you. Valerie showed that to me. So like I'm saying, we're already growing. Well, we're already growing and we haven't even started. But what I need to do first, if you could please go to the Krypto fashion and just like check in, because I know who you are most of the time. You know what I mean? But say that you're interested. I'm going to try and keep the prices as low as possible. But I'm not getting $10 shirts, guys. I'm just not going to do it. I don't want to wear them, and I don't want to expect you to wear them, and I don't want us all walking around in the same matching ugly shirt. You know, when we're at conventions and stuff. You know, I'm pushing for a boot camp shirt, and I've got a great design for it. Don't try and steal my design. It's my intellectual property. I patented it in my head.
In my head.
down in a letter, and I'm gonna mail it to myself. And so then when you steal it, I'm gonna come back and say, I already got some kind of a patent on it. That's my proof of work. Bethany taught me about that, actually.
Yeah, but, there you go.
Well, because I was having a problem getting something patented, and time-wise, you know what I mean? I like to have everything done yesterday, But yeah, go there. I'm going to try and keep everything around $20, guys. You know what I mean? Except like with nice polos and some long sleeve stuff, that might go up a little bit because I'm not using junk shirts. You know what I mean? I'm just not. You know what I mean? I don't see any point in that. And I think we're all better than that. You know what I mean? And we want to look good. Yeah. So go over there, kind of let me know so I kind of know what kind of orders to start placing for stuff, and going from there. But I'll have everything else set up. Immediately it'd be a call-in order, and I have that set up. That's not a problem. But I'll have to set up an online ordering system. I just now kind of got okay to do it. So I've been thinking about it, but I didn't know. You know what I mean? So this is brand new news. I mean, it's an hour old, hour and a half.
It's one of those babies that was just born, y'all.
Yeah, it really just born. Like I'm still waiting on the okay on the different things, but what I'm thinking is like one that says KGX probably, you know what I mean, like right here, and I'm guessing black shirts is what would probably be the best look. But there's also other colors, and then KGX, and then like maybe the Kryptogenics logo, I really like the silver one. It says Kryptogenics and then your path to crypto in 2018, and it's got the KGX in it. That's real sharp looking. You know what I mean? And I think that would really pop. So we'll see. You know what I mean? And give me some ideas. Hit me up. You know what I mean? If you got any design ideas, anything like that, put it on there. Because, hey, I need the help. Plain and simple. I'm going to have everybody dressing like an idiot like me. So, probably don't want that.
So what we have is on the manner of KGX updates, we have that the pay step for last week was $75.
Yep. That's
really big. We talked about that on yesterday kind of extensively. So I want everybody to kind of, get that in your minds.
Right.
Know that you want to qualify for that.
Yeah, remember, you have to have a personal sell to qualify for that.
Right.
So you need a personal sell in that week to qualify for it. So,
and know that our week cuts off at the end of Wednesday. So our week runs to Wednesday. Okay. Just so you guys know. And that's kind of a good thing. I really like that about KGX because it gives you the weekend to kind of work on your own sales and things of that nature. So it gives everybody the weekend to work, and that's kind of cool. It's not always the case in most companies. Let's put it that way. So we have that. Constantly keep up with your blog. Also, please, do not miss the presentations this week. I know I have it on good authority that there's some announcements coming. Don't know when those announcements will be coming, but if you're on a presentation, it's very possible that you might hear an announcement that you might miss otherwise. Also, y'all, and we talked about this, Joe and I talked about this yesterday. If everybody makes it their mission to bring one person to the presentation, you and one person to the presentation, one a week, I'm telling you, your business will grow exponentially. Yeah. Okay. So KGX Global, right. KGXglobal.info is our location. It's on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 3 p.m. It's on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 9 p.m. Those are Eastern Standard Times. Again, KGXglobal.info. Also, we have a training call every Saturday at 3 p.m. Joe and I are doing Q&As on Saturdays this month. All of the social media stuff that we're working on.
And that's right here where we're at now.
And that's right here where we are right now.
New Crypto Let's Talk page and the new Crypto Fashion page. That's where you need to go and put information, and is go to Krypto, KRYPTO Fashion. And then we're going to do it like that. And that way things don't get so misconstrued and we know right where to go. And then I'll put ordering instructions on there. But right now I just need to get an idea of what volume I need. I didn't want to go out and get, enough shirts for the whole company, you know what I mean? And then get stuck with them. Not that I get stuck with them, but you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not trying to hold on to a bunch of inventory.
What he's trying to say is he would like a pre-order situation.
Yeah, like a pre-order.
It would allow to create a better flow for things. Right. It might add a week to delivery, but at the end of the day, I think everyone would be a lot happier because we're not going to use, or it's not Joe's intention to use any materials that aren't, the best. I mean, let's face it.
I looked at American Apparel shirts, and they're made in LA. I mean, they're made in a factory there, but the price on them, guys, the price point at which you have to buy so many to get a decent. It would be expensive. We'd have $40 t-shirts, and I don't think anybody wants a $40. They're amazing shirts, though, guys. They really are. They're the most comfortable things you've ever worn in your life. But I don't think anybody wants to really pay $40 for a t-shirt. You know what I mean? Probably so I'm not trying to gouge anybody at all in any way, shape, or form. I'm just trying to make sure we have a quality product to fit our quality company.
Probably not.
So we look sharp and good, and you know what I mean. If we're all going to be dressed the same like Twinkies, we might as well look good doing it.
Right. No. So, with that being said, Joe and I have to jump off here. We've got to change Zoom.
Oh yeah, we got 10 minutes. We got to go.
And we invite you guys to come over to kgxglobal.info and get in front of a presentation. And who knows, your life could be changed today. We love y'all. We thank you so much. I got you, Kathy.
Oh
yeah. We love you guys so much. We appreciate everything that you guys are doing to come here, take time out of your day on a daily basis. Also, the folks that go out and get those replays, that is phenomenal. We love that. You guys are knocking us up more and more and more. I did a Google search this morning, a generic Google search. This is crazy, for Crypto Let's Talk. And we are the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth on Google. That was crazy. I was like, oh my God. I was looking for images. To put something on, on our Facebook page. So that's kind of cool. Love it. That's all because of you guys. Okay. Yeah. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have that. So we thank you. We're going to give a presentation. Kathy, I'll reach out to you ASAP. And I love you. We'll talk to all of y'all later. Say bye.
Bye, everybody. Love y'all. Oh, hey, ho.
Hey, where's my fish? There's my fish. Love my fish.
Sorry, guys.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye.